Today we're going from this to this. Yes, guys, we are installing an exhaust on the GTI today, and I know it's been a long time coming, but I really wanted to make sure that this was the exhaust for me. So I did a bunch of research on this, and I'm happy to say I've decided on the AWE Touring Edition. Now, the cool part about this is AWE's Touring Edition can also be converted to the Track Edition, which is louder. So if we decide we want to go a little louder than this, we absolutely can, but I think this is going to be a perfect fit for this car. With that being said, huge shout out to AWE for partnering with me on this video. We are going to take a look at what you get in the kit. Then we're gonna install this on the car, and then I wanna get you as many clips as absolutely possible of the exhaust, how it sounds, how it compares to stock, so you can see if this setup is right for you. So with that being said, let's head over to the bench, we'll take a look at what you get in the kit, and then we'll install it. Let's go. And here you have it, guys. We have it all laid out on the bench, already unboxed for you, because let me tell you, it came in a big box, but this is the Touring Edition here, and this is really what separates it from the Track Edition on their website. This is their 180 technology resonator here, which cancels out those drone frequencies, so you can really have a nice kind of aggressive exhaust without, you know, droning in the cabin, and you're actually able to carry on a conversation with folks, which is really nice. And that's something that I kind of want in this build here. I want it to be dailyable, but I also want it to be fun, and I think this is gonna be the perfect solution for it. But we will test it and we will see. The nice part is they sell the Track Edition pipe separately, so you can change this up if you want it a little louder or a little bit more tame, depending on your personal preference. Now, you might have caught a glimpse of it already, but let's show you what tips we went with here, guys. We went with the black tips. These are 5-inch tips. These things are absolutely massive. But these are gonna look incredible on the car. I think it's gonna fill out the valence there really nicely. They also go and give you a little blow pop. I like how there's actually a cutout in the foam for that. That is awesome. Then you get all your clamps and the hanger that you're gonna need as well. So all of the hardware stuff is in here. And then lastly, they give you this little instructional pamphlet here where you can scan the QR code. They give you a whole rundown on the installation, which is really awesome to see. Overall, first impressions of this exhaust system laid out here, it looks to be a really nice quality, and I'm excited to get this thing on the car. But first, we have to remove the stock system, so let's go get after that real quick, and then we can start throwing this thing on and see how it sounds. Oh yeah, one little tip, guys, on getting this car all the way up in the air in the rear and not in the front, using just the jack points on the side here, is to actually remove this cover, which covers the center tubular frame here in the back. It goes like right next to the gas tank. You gotta be a little careful jacking it up, but you can jack in the center of that, raise the car up, and then place the jack stands on the jack points on the side. If you don't do it this way, the only way to get this thing up in the air is to jack from this point, and I don't know where you'd put the jack stand. Now you see this one here, this is not supporting any weight right now. Just in case something does happen, it would damage the car's frame rail there, but it might save you. I always recommend a little safety backup if you can. Oh, hello. Just like that, guys, the stock exhaust system is out. Man, I gotta say, this is far easier than the Mustangs I used to work on in terms of like the pure size. It feels so small compared to the Mustang exhaust we did last year. So anyways, we got this one out. Time to get the AWE one in. Getting excited, guys. We're halfway there. All right guys, we got the first section installed. Now we got to put in that 180-degree resonator. This one requires you to put in an extra hanger, which I'll show you in just a second. But thankfully the Mark 8 has an actual post welded to it already, so it's super easy. We'll put that in right now, and then we'll hang this resonator and move on to the rear section. We are nearing the end of our AWE install. We are moving on to the tips. So AWE gives you a little pack of hardware here. Because these have built-in clamps into them, you just pop in one of these kind of screw rivets, I guess, and then you have a nut on the opposite side that'll thread in like this, and then we can clamp it down onto the exhaust here. So let's get over there and install these huge, massive tips. I mean, Jesus, man, these are gonna be awesome. So let me get over there, we'll install them, and then it's just gonna be going through, tightening everything up, making sure we get the alignment right, and then we are really close to the first start, so I'm excited. That's it guys, we are fully done with this exhaust install here. Now it's time to start it up, see what it sounds like. So let's give you the first start right now. Yeah, overall guys, this is pretty tame at least right now, but I'm not gonna judge this yet. What I want to do is wait about a week's time, maybe a week and a half, let this thing break in, put some miles on it, and then it's time to compare this exhaust to the stock setup with all the exhaust clips that I can think of. So a few seconds for you, about a week and a half for me. Now let's get ready for those exhaust clips. All right, guys, we are setting off in the Mark 8 again here now after installing the AWE Touring exhaust. And it's been about 2 weeks now that we've been driving the car. And those exhaust clips as well were about 2 weeks after our original installation, just because I wanted to see if this exhaust would break in a little bit. When I originally started it up after, installing it there, it was very quiet. It sounded pretty much stock, just a little deeper. So I wanted to let this thing break in before I really did the exhaust comparison clips and all that fun stuff. So I can honestly say over the last 200 miles or so, the exhaust has gotten louder. It's gotten more prominent, but it is not over the top loud, right? And that's not, you don't want that out of the touring setup. The touring setup is designed to give you a good sounding exhaust without drone, without being overly obnoxious. And I think AWE nailed it on that. Now we still have more time, obviously, with this setup in terms of its break-in. I think it's around 500 to 800 miles is what they recommend for the break-in period. So this might still get a little bit louder, but what I've noticed is the pops and burbles and things are much more noticeable now, which is really cool, but they're not like crazy loud. They're maybe 25 to 35, maybe 40% louder than stock. You can kind of feel them in the seat now when you're above, the 3,000 RPMs, 3 to 4,000, and that's a really cool sensation, but it still gives you a very kind of sophisticated, mature sounding setup, right? Just cruising every day to work, 2,000 RPMs, I can have a perfectly normal conversation in here. Absolutely zero drone in this setup, so you don't have to worry about that. But when you start to push the car a little bit and you get on it, you can definitely hear it's louder than stock, and it really does deliver a good deep note without being overly loud and overly raspy or anything like that. And what I mean by that is this. You can take off from this light a little bit, and we're at about 3,000 RPMs. If I get on it, yeah, you get a nice sound. You still hear the intake sound with our intake set up on the car, and then you get a couple burbles out the back that you pick up on. I'm not sure if you'll be able to hear it on this microphone. But yeah, it's definitely a cool experience. It's definitely more fun than the stock setup is for sure. But like I said, it's not overly loud. You don't got to worry about annoying your neighbors and things on startup. It's a very civilized kind of system here. We'll see if we can get one more run in for you at this red light. All right, here we go. You can hear it. It's a nice sound, man. There you go. Oh yeah, when you get up there in the RPM band, this thing opens up nicely, and you can hear it. I don't know if you can hear it on the mic, but I can hear it. Let's see, we'll move over here. Yeah, it's a nice sounding setup, guys. You get that nice deep tone, but it's not overly harsh, and there's no rasp to this setup at all. It is just a nice, deep sounding setup that's not going to annoy your neighbors and things like that, or you on the way to work every day as, being a daily driver like myself. It's nice to have that kind of cool, calm, collected when you want, and then when you want to get on it and let this thing scream, you definitely can do that. And so anyways, guys, that'll be a wrap for this one. I hope you enjoyed the install. I hope you enjoyed the exhaust clips. Let me know what questions you have down below in the comments section, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.